Well, this morning you guys are all college students, obviously, here, and which means you'll be graduating soon, and thus implying that you will all be looking for a job. With that job comes the job interview, and that's inevitable. Some of you may have had experience in job interviews, some of you may not have had any experience. But I'm here today to inform you on how to better prepare yourself for that interview so you can go in more confidently and hopefully actually get the job. First off, you need to do your research. Know the job that you're applying for. Know the place that you're applying at, whether that's a business or a church. Look at the background. Look at where it started. Look at where it began, and know how it got to where it is today. And also look at where that business or that church is planning on going, if they're expanding or what their intentions are for the future. Also know what's going to be required of you as you apply for that job, what your position is going to require of you and what you will need to fulfill in that position. As you look at these questions, whether it's online and researching it or talking to people that are involved at that business or at that church, write down questions that you have. If you're unsure of something or you can't find certain information, write it down, bring it to the interview, and that's going to show great intention on your part and great interest in that job and your actual desire to hold that position. Also, know yourself. Know your strengths, weaknesses, where you've been, where you're going. They're going to ask you those questions in the interview. You need to list off at least 3 of your strengths. They're going to want to know those, but as you list them off, also tell them how that's going to help you in your work environment and how that's going to benefit their business with that. They want to know and see your strengths and see how that will be carried out in that work environment. Also know your weaknesses. I would say be able to list at least 2 of your weaknesses, but don't just list them. Tell them what you're doing productively to change that. So if you're a bad communicator or if you're unorganized, be honest and tell them where you struggle, but also tell them what you're doing to change that to become a better and more organized person or a better communicator. Know yourself, know your story. They're going to ask you to tell them about yourself. So make sure that you plan that out beforehand and tell them what they need to know about you and what's going to help show them that you're going to be good in this position. So make sure that you include the important things and leave out the unnecessary, and tell them how you got to where you are today and how that's going to benefit you in your work environment. With that, they want to know where you're going. Set goals for yourself. 5, 10 years from now, where do you want to be? Obviously, as followers of Christ, we know that our lives are going to change dramatically, and we may not know where we're going to be in 5 or 10 years. But even if you are applying at a church, they still want to see that you have passions and desires, and you have things in your life that you want to accomplish. Whether or not those things may change, you still need to set those goals for yourself and begin to work towards them. Also, if you have other questions or concerns with what other questions might come up or how to answer them, do a Google search. Search common interview questions online. Read them off yourself and practice your speaking ability and being able to communicate your thoughts in a concise and quick way. Next is dress. Men, short hair is best. Keep it out of your face, groom yourself, look nice. Your facial features, it's best if you're clean shaven. Possible trimmed facial hair may be okay, but it's always recommended to just be clean shaven and look nice and trimmed. Next is clothes. Suit, shirt, and tie. Nice dress pants. Always advised, never wear jeans, ever. Always wear nice dress pants and nice dress shoes. Preferably black is best. Other neutral colors would be good as well. But with the pants and the nice shirt and the tie and that all looking nice, wear a belt. I know that the style is different these days, and wherever you may have grown up or whatever your style or fashion is, no employer is ever going to want to see your boxers. Pull your pants up, put on a belt, keep it at your waist. You'll be thankful later when you get the job. Ladies, hair out of the face. A lot of you have awesome hair, and I love it, and it's beautiful, but at the same time, they want to see your face, and they don't want to see hair in your face. So whatever you need to do to fix that, hairspray, put it up, keep it out of your face, and look nice. Makeup, jewelry is great. You want to make yourself look nice, so go ahead and put on a little bit of makeup. Don't be afraid to wear some jewelry, but again, not excessive. You don't want to look like a Barbie doll, but you do want to present yourself nicely. Clothes, modesty is key. Fashions are different these days, and I know that A lot of girls dress differently, but you got to remember that you're trying to sell your character and who you are, not your body. So button up your shirt, wear a knee-length skirt, and keep it modest, okay? Remember your purpose and your goal here. And with that, as shoes, heels are great, they look professional, they're nice. Black is preferable, again, neutral colors may work as well, but keep the heels short. Under 3 inches is best, no high heels. It's not a party, it's a job interview. Be professional. Lastly, during the interview, you're going to have some things that you want to remember. One is smile. Don't be afraid to smile. You're happy to be there. You want this job. Show them that you want this job. Another thing is a handshake. A lot of people forget about this part, but work on your handshake. It may sound silly, but don't be afraid to practice it if you're unsure on what that feels like to have a good handshake. That's going to show a lot about your character, whether it's floppy, flimsy, or firm and strong. Next is eye contact. Make eye contact with your employer or the interviewer while you're there. When they address you and when you're addressing them, look them in the eye. Be intentional with that. It's not a staring competition, but you do want to show them that you care. So always keep your face in their general direction. Never look up or at your feet or around the room. Keep looking at them. Maybe off to the side is okay, but always be looking in their general direction. Also, good posture. Shoulders up, hands in your lap, maybe on the table. No elbows on tables. Never, ever, ever cross your arms. That shows that you're defensive and closed off. You want to be open and honest with that person. Also, no gum. Nothing is gumming in and out of your mouth except for words when you're in that room. So spit the gum and the food outside and go in with open mind. Lastly, be friendly, open, and honest. You want to show them that you care, you want to be there, you want this job. Be honest with them and show them that. So hopefully this information here today has helped you a little bit so that you can go into your next job interview a little bit more confident about yourself, and hopefully you can have success in your job interview and actually get that job.